Hello there, YouTubers. 4 weeks until it's Christmas, so that's why I got the lights here and the snow effect. A couple of weeks ago, I uploaded a video that showed how to use the MMC Replay hardware to let you move content from your PC over to your old and real Commodore 64 hardware. Today I thought I'm gonna do the second part of that video, show how you put your programs that you for the Commodore 64 that you download from the internet onto one of these. This is a 4 GB SD card. It will hold a lot of old Commodore 64 software. So what I got here in my hand is the SD card and a USB reader, so I can plug this SD card into my PC. So there we go. And the rest of the video will be out without this ridiculous snow and without this lamps, and I will actually show you how you move the content over to the SD card. What you will need, however, in this case is Windows. So if you're running on Linux or you're running on Macintoshes, you will need some kind of Windows emulator. VirtualBox is free. If you prefer free software, you can use the VirtualBox both on Macintoshes and on Linux, or you can use some kind of commercial software like I'm using right now, the VMware Fusion, or there is also a software known as Parallels. Of course, you will then need a license for Windows. Sorry about that. And well, enough said about that. So I'm gonna stop this ridiculous first part here and see you in Windows mode in a short while. Okay. So I have connected the SD card to a USB port on my PC. Let's move over to VMware Fusion, and I'm running Windows XP here in VMware Fusion. And now for the software we're gonna use here, I guess if you're running Linux, or even if you're running on Macintosh, you could still use, I guess, I haven't tried it, but I think you still could use Wine. I forgot that earlier on, and with Wine, of course, it means you won't need a Windows license. I'm an old Windows user, so of course I have a real Windows license here for the Windows XP. So here I've got the disk where I'm gonna put some old games in this case on. So I'm gonna put them onto this folder here. Let's go to the list folder. So you see I've already downloaded some games here. I have a shared folder from my Macintosh, and as you can see here, I have here a number of D64 images. D64 images are the emulated format for the old floppy disks you used with the Commodore 64. So what we're going to do here is try to take out the content of one of these D64 files and put them on the SD card. Now I could copy one of these D64 files directly over to the SD card, but unfortunately MMC Replay won't be able to read the content of these files directly. What you could do with the MMC Replay is copy the content of the D64 over to a real floppy disk on your Commodore computer, but the 5-inch floppy disks are, even if they are quite easy to get hold of these days, they are quite expensive. So that's why you can still use the SD card and put the PNG files from the D64 files directly on the card instead. So what I'm going to do is start up a special program here. Let's see. I think we got it here. It's known as the D64 editor. It's a quite old program, and the first thing that will happen when you start up the program is that you get an error about the missing font. You don't have to bother about that. And to try to get this a little bit easier to see what I'm doing, I'm gonna zoom in here, and that means I'm gonna move around the screen a little bit. I'm gonna try to make this as smooth as possible. So the first thing I'm gonna do here is actually load up a D64 file. See what's happening here. Yeah, here we go. And I will go to the shared folder. And we will open up the first image here. Here we go. Let's try to get in a little bit bigger here in the zoom. So let's see, here is one game that I'm interested in. It's the oldie goldie 1942. So I want to expand that file. So what we're gonna do here right now is do a file export from the edit menu, and what I want to put it on is on my SD card. So I'm gonna choose the map games here, and voila, I've just exported the file there. Let's zoom out here. I don't want you. So now let's see on my movable disk here in the games folder. I now have a new game, the 1942 PRG. So that's how easy you can actually put the content out there. What you need is actually just one program. Just search for the D64 editor on the internet, and you will find it. It was really well. I haven't had any problem with that. So after you finish this exports with the games you want to play on your Commodore 64 hardware, what you do is just unmount the SD card and put the SD card into your MMC Replay hardware, and put the MMC Replay hardware into the Commodore 64 series slot, and well, after that it's just having fun. So I guess that's it for this second part of the MMC Replay video. Enjoy!